So a person that I've known for a very long time commented on Facebook in response to my last video, I find it interesting that you, of all people, meaning me, would be advocating for truth-telling. And it kind of reminded me that we don't always have to be the same person. You ready for the big lesson of life? The person you woke up as this morning does not have to be the same person that you woke up as the day before, and the person you wake up as tomorrow doesn't have to be the same person you woke up as this morning. In other words, you can make a conscious decision to change something about yourself that you don't like. In fact, I encourage you to do so. Now the problem is, if it's not something minor like a haircut or a beard trim, something more substantial like the way you believe in God or not, then you're probably gonna have to answer for some hypocrisy in your life. The difference is, it's not really hypocrisy, it's just an evolution. I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, I was a pathological liar. I lied all the time about all kinds of crazy shit. It's actually a fairly known pathology for children of alcoholics, is that they lie a lot, like about stupid shit all the time. I once told someone I did heroin when I'd never done it, just to look cool and have something in common with the person. They'd never done heroin either. What the fuck was that? So at one point in my life, I decided I needed to stop this shit. So I started cutting out lying as much as possible. All the way down to like the littlest lie, the white lies, the innocent lies. I had to try and cut it all out because, as I said last week, the more and more I allowed myself to tell those little lies, the easier it was for me to tell the ridiculous big ass lies. So now, I'm still working at it, but I am telling more and more truths and much, much less lies. So the point is that you can constantly be changing the person that you are to make yourself a better you. Alex Day talked about that last week, and he said something very specific that I thought was very, very profound.
It helped me be better at being the me that I wanted to be.
He's building himself into a better version of himself. And I think we should all be doing that all the time, constantly. And sometimes it takes a huge sacrifice. Sometimes it takes being called a hypocrite because one day you believe something and the next day you wake up realizing you actually don't believe that anymore, and you have to change your whole personality and your whole stance and start professing your actual beliefs versus your fake beliefs that you had. I don't even call them fake beliefs. I'll just call them the beliefs you had before that are no longer relevant to your life. So one of the biggest arguments against this is something that Spiderplant3 brought up in a video response to my last video. I'll let him explain.
Say the dad steals a car. His wife knows about this, but the children don't know. The children have a good role model of parents who never stole, have always told them not to steal anything. You know, if they'd found out that their parents had stolen a car, then maybe they would feel like that was okay.
So his argument is that you should lie in order to sort of what I call polish the turd that is your past self. Of course, all you're doing is polishing the turd. If you take responsibility for the things that you've done in your past, that sets a better example for your children than just lying and covering it all up. So I don't believe in polishing the turd that is the past you. I believe in just accepting the past you as who he was, or she, and moving on with your life, not saying, hey, I didn't ever do that, saying, hey, yeah, I did it, and I learned my lesson. So as you move through these evolutions in your life, as you grow as a person, as you become the better version of yourself, don't deny the person that you were before. Rather, embrace them and move on. It's like the response to my friend that I sent on my Facebook page. Sure, I acknowledge that I was a liar in the past. I may be a liar still sometimes, but I'm working on it. So the challenge, of course, is if you don't like something about yourself today, change it. Wake up tomorrow and don't do that thing anymore. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, sometimes you're gonna fail, but as I've said before in past videos, and I'll link it at the end, failure is the key to success. Failure is how you learn from the things about yourself that you don't like, and how you move on into better things. So fail, do it, but keep trying. Thanks for watching my video. If you'd like to tell me I'm full of shit, then you can do so in comments or in a video response. Thank you, Spiderplant3, for making a video response to last week's video. I really appreciated it. If you want to go check his video out, it's linked below. Also, if you want to go check out my thoughts on failure, they are linked below as well. Obviously, you can tell which of those is me because one of them looks like me, although I had much more hair back then. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks.